there's a stigma that comes, or something that comes with the Edmonton Oilers, that people always think they're a running gun team. They're a team that in the playoffs falter because their goaltending falls apart. This is a different team under Chris Knobloch. This is a team that during the regular season, after he took over from January 1st to the end of the season, he went 31. They went 31-12-5. 43-16-6 record if you factor in the playoffs. I really wish the coach of the year, because I had Knobloch to win coach of the year at I think 25 or 30-1. I really wish they made those decisions based on a team's full season and not just the regular season, because obviously he had a shorter season and they gave it to Vancouver's coach. But Prez, you look at this and Edmonton's a completely different team now. You look at in the 3 series they've had so far, they limited LA in the opening round to 29 shots on goal. Then the Vancouver Canucks to 21 shots on goal per game. And the Dallas Stars in this series, 26 shots on goal per game. Skinner's playing extremely well. You look at Stuart Skinner in this series against Dallas, the series that just finished, and we talk about the goaltending being Edmonton's weak point. Well, 1.91 goals against average for Stuart Skinner with a .923 save percentage. If you go back to the last 2 games against Vancouver, when they came back from down 3 games to 2, he is 6-2 with a 181 goals against average, .920 save percentage. And it's because they're doing a fantastic job of collapsing in front of the net, not giving teams rebounds, tying up guys, and getting it out. And then they let their offense counter. And when you got guys like Draisaitl, McDavid on that team, you're going to get some goals from this team. You look at specialty teams, Edmonton, number 1 in power play, 37.3 percentage. Unbelievable. Penalty killing, number 1, 28 or 29 straight penalty kills, 93.9. Florida's not that bad themselves. 23.2 on the power play, which is ranks number 6 in the playoffs, and number 2 in penalty killing at 88.2%. I get it. The Stanley Cup hasn't come north of the border for 30 plus years, but this is as far as series price goes, I'm taking the plus money with the Oilers because I like them in game 1. I think they win game 1 in Florida. I think they have a lot of momentum behind them as well too. And the one big thing, Prez, is in this series is when you look at Florida at this point, every team has film on each other. Yep. They know each other. We watch it. We know what is going on. Florida did a great job in their series against the Rangers with Forsling. He absolutely tied up Panarin, took one of their best players completely off the ice by tying him up in the neutral zone. The minute he got the puck on his stick, Forsling was on him. And I don't think you can do that to McDavid. McDavid has so much speed, much more than Panarin does, and generates it through his own end and through the neutral zone. That for Forsling to try and stop him, they're going to pick up penalties, and then we just revert back to 37.3 on the power play for the Edmonton Oilers. They buried Dallas yesterday with 2 early power play goals and didn't have to do anything after that. And they did it the game previous as well too. Their power play is coming after a short stint of 5 games without a power play goal, 4 in the last couple of games. I get it. This is a very good Florida team. I've liked them all season long, but this Edmonton is gaining momentum, and you can draw a line through the goaltending part of it because that's always been the big negative against the Edmonton Oilers. You can't look at it now. Stuart Skinner's playing extremely well. You may not think he's better than Bobrovsky, but in the last series, people thought Ottinger was the better goalie. Edmonton still won that series 4-2. So I'm going with the better team here offensively in a series where goals might be at a premium in this one, Lawrence. But I really like the Oilers in game 1 and to win the series. Because if they win game 1, if you like Florida to win the series, just wait till after game 1. Because if they were to lose game 1, you're going to get plus money on them instead of having to lay $1.30.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big if, though. Listen, I like your handicap, and I think you're right. And I want to add to it by saying that, Florida just beat the New York Rangers, and before that, the Boston Bruins, and before that, the Tampa Bay Lightning. I have I don't think Florida has seen the speed that is about to come at them. The New York Rangers is a heavy team, a grinding team. They play a similar style to Dallas and Florida. They're a team that clogs up the middle, likes to keep everything on the inside, likes to slow pace in the neutral zone. Boston Bruins are exactly the same way. They emulate the New York Rangers in that sense. They're a heavy team, not dynamic. None of the Rangers or Boston are puck possession teams. They're teams that counterattack. Florida's a counterattack team as well. And I think we have a situation here where you're right about game one. And I think it's going to take at least one game for Florida to really say, oh my God, how are we going to adjust to the speed? I don't think they've seen anything like it all year. I think you made a great point. Handicap was excellent. Carmine Bianco likes Edmonton in the series and Edmonton in game one.